Brandon, the game was kind of even for those first 30 minutes, and then that final 10 minutes, you guys went on a 30-15 run. What do you think changed for you guys in those final 10 minutes?
I just believe mindset because we were being not as physical as we were supposed to be throughout the entire game. But going into that media timeout prior, coach really got on us about like giving up so many offensive rebounds, especially like two and one possession at the same time. So just had to get on each other, do our job, pick up one another, and push one another to be physical, more physical on the offensive end and defensive end. So.
And then you also made 3 3-pointers today. Can you just talk about your offensive performance and then specifically kind of showing your range tonight from the 3-point line?
Well, I've been shooting the ball terrible past couple games, but I really don't let it bother me. I mean, I know that I'm a capable shooter. I've been in the gym working with multiple coaches, just trying to work on the small things with my shot and everything. But I'm confident in my game. My teammates are confident in my game, and that's all I can ask for. So.
And then finally, Jalen Terry started for you in that second half. Just can you talk about what he brings to the team? Obviously, he's been coming along the last couple of games. Just from a guard's perspective, what does he bring to the team this season?
Energy, without a doubt. He comes in and he's willing and ready to do whatever coach asks him to do. And overall, great teammate. Just basically what he does on the defensive end, like. He's not giving up an inch of space, guarding anybody, and on the offensive end, he's running plays crisply and everything. So, like, he's a great, great kid, and I'm glad to have him as a teammate. So.
Brandon, you had 3 fouls, and you missed a good portion of the second half. So what was your mindset coming in as you're coming off the bench to finish out the rest of this game, knowing that you had those three fouls?
Just be as physical as possible and just continue to play smart because I'm not trying to let my teammates down by me just fouling out, doing something silly, going for a steal or anything like that. Just be true to my principles, our team principles defensively, and just keep a calm head and motivate my teammates just in case if I do get that foul, that we're capable of finishing the game regardless if I'm in the game or not. So.
And obviously, Javon, big game tonight. Talk about the impact that he brings to not just the offensive floor, but defensively as well, especially in the second half.
The kid, he's everywhere, honestly. He's a major impact on the offensive end, defensively. He does what a senior is supposed to do, and he talks to everybody, tries to get everybody in the right position. It's a lot that I could really say about him, but he's an overall great teammate, and I love the guy.
Hey, you're going into your first road game of the season, so what's the response? What's the message going on the road for the first time?
We got to bring our own energy because we're not a Wintrust. We don't have the fans around us and everything like that. So our crowd has to be everybody that's on the bench. And we can't have sad faces when things aren't going our way. We got to remain positive throughout the entire 40 minutes of the game. And if we have that mindset going in, we'll be perfectly fine.
Well, first of all, I thought our guys, for about 10 or 12 minutes there in the second half, probably 10 minutes in the first half, really dug in defensively, was able to get some stops. Obviously, that led for us to get some transition buckets and helped us extend the lead. We're still having too many defensive lapses where we're giving up too many easy baskets, so we got to clean that up. But was pleased with our guys, the way they shared the basketball. 17 assists is a goal of ours. If we can get 15 to 20 assists a game, that's the number we're trying to get. And I thought our guys did a good job of sharing the basketball. I thought that's something we improved on from the Loyola game. I thought the ball was sticking a little bit, so I think our guys did a better job of moving the ball, changing sides of the floor from an offensive standpoint. Got to get better defensively and rebounding the ball. 16 offensive rebounds is too many, so we got to clean that up. But glad to see, Yor come in off the bench, get 11 rebounds. Obviously, I think Javon played a very good game. Didn't rush it. And, guy with a high basketball IQ like him, he can pick and choose his spots, and he did a good job of doing that tonight.
Coach, you inserted Jalen Terry into the lineup to start the second half. Can you just talk about that decision and what do you think he brought into the game in the second half?
Well, it was more so with Brandon with 3 fouls. Just feeling just needed to do something different. So, we didn't want Brandon to pick up a quick 4th foul, so we threw Jalen out there. But I think with Jalen out there, it kind of changes the flow of the game from a defensive standpoint with his ability to be able to pressure the basketball and even push the ball. And it lets Javon be able to play off the ball a little bit as well.
And then you kind of touched upon it in the last 10 minutes of the game. You guys went on a 30-15 run to close the game. What do you think was the difference for you guys, especially on the offensive end?
Sharing the ball. We were getting good shots, but it's more so defensively and being able to get stops. And, again, we were getting the initial stop. We just weren't finishing the play with the rebound. So we were getting the stops and finishing the play with the rebound. We were able to get some points in transition. And I think our guys did a great job of sharing the ball. And
then finally, Coach, do you anticipate maybe moving forward Jalen will become a starter, or do you anticipate him continuing to come off the bench?
Jalen is a team guy, so whatever role we assign to Jalen, he'll accept it. I don't anticipate, changing it anytime soon, but you never know what may happen. But Jalen is the team guy. Whatever he feels or we feel is best for the team, he will accept that role.
Yeah, Coach, it seems like a spark in the second half was when you came out of a timeout and implemented a press. So can you talk about, what you like about a full court pressure?
Well, it's just a matter of who we want to initiate offense for them more so than anything else, and to change the pace of the game and maybe make our guys play with a little bit more energy, a little bit more, just change the pace of the game. It just, get after it a little bit more. So I think it makes us play a little harder, kind of forces the hand a little bit.
And you also talked about Yor having a good game. And so when we saw Brandon with those 3 fouls, we did see a brief stint of him and Nick both on the floor. Is that something we could see going forward?
It's just a matter, I got to get Yor on the floor a little bit more. So if we have to do some things with Yor and Nick out there, we're prepared to do that. Again, we're not dealing with a lot of bodies right now, so we got to be prepared to play a lot of different ways. So that is something we're thinking about in the future, and I think them guys can play with one another.
Yeah. Final question. Phil Mon had a good overall game tonight. Can you talk about him as a player and a competitor?
Phil Mon is a good player. He comes from a great junior college program, South Plains. He was coached very well by Steve Green, his coach there. But he's really coming into his own. Obviously, he's a good shooter when he takes good shots, catch and shoot threes. He works very hard defensively. He's a great team guy, and he's just going to get better and better.
Coach, after a 7-1 homestand, what is the main focus for the team heading into your first road trip?
We just got to stay together and get better. It's just the next game up. We got to be collective as one unit to go on the road and try to get something done that we want to get done. So we just got to continue to get better these next couple of days and stay together as a team and go put the best fight we can put up on Friday.
Thank you.